Hey folks, Josh DeVries here, INF 1070 Project 2 visual walkthrough. We are starting on page PPT 59, chapter 2 of the PowerPoint 2016 Shelley Cashman series book. First step, we have to open up PowerPoint. You're going to end up at the screen right here as it loads. And we need to type in this box up here. We need to type in basketball. This is the way we're downloading a custom theme here. So we double click that layout and there we go. Theme's up, ready to go. We can work through it. So we are now on page PPT 60 and we need to select slide 3 through 7. So I clicked on 3, hold shift and then clicked on 7. And what we're doing is we're deleting these slides. You're going to right click, click delete, left click delete, and you're going to see now there's only 4 slides available in the presentation as opposed to, I guess, the 7 or 9 that it came with. So that takes us to the end of page 61. Page 62, well, we are adding the title. So we have, oops, I'm adding the title on the wrong slide. You have to click the first slide, and we're actually saying it is called Basketball Camp for Kids. And the site title is Gilbert Park District. So we have Gilbert Park District. And at the bottom of 62, we have to go to this slide here. We got to adjust the picture caption and the caption layout. So learn from pros and make acquaintances. Learn from pros and make acquaintances. And then the caption is classes meet weekday mornings throughout the summer. No period. I misspelt acquaintances, so I'm going to fix that right away. Right click on the underline and then fix it. We've got text on the third slide, page 63. You will learn, and they're trying to say, how to do the spell check, spelling learn, L-E-R-N. I'm not going to show you that. We then are asked to save the file. So I'm going to do File, Save As. Again, you're going to save it in your OneDrive or wherever you would normally save your documents. Perhaps it's a flash drive or something. What I'm saving it as, where I save my stuff for this class. So again, I'm saving it in a different location than you would, but oops. There it is. Gonna let it save here for a bit, and here we're back on the screen here. So that brings us to page 64. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some pictures here, folks. So we're gonna go back to the first slide, and just like in previous lessons and previous classes, you're going to Moodle, not where the book is telling you to go. So we're gonna open up Moodle here. We're gonna scroll down to week 2, chapter 2. We're gonna scroll down to where you see the PowerPoint lessons. Okay. And we're going to go again, project 2, we're going to download all 3 images that we need. We're just going to leave them here, okay, until we need it. Well, we need the basketball net right now. So we're going to left click, hold, see the icon changing, bring it down, bring it over and drag it. Perfect. We're going to kind of move this, I don't know, roughly there. That looks about right. In a couple pages from now, we're going to come back to this image anyway. Now we're on page 65, and the actual textbook is telling you how to do a change picture command. So what we're going to do, though, is we're actually just going to leave it on the screen. Okay, we're going to zoom out, so control, wheel mount back, okay? We're going to select the picture. We're going to delete that picture. We don't want that picture there. Now it says click icon to add picture. Well, go back to your downloaded thing. Kid playing, no. Hands-on basketball is the picture we need. I'm going to let go in that section, and bam, it just filled up the screen exactly the way we need it. So that's what I'm looking for that particular slide. That brings us to the end of page 65. Okay, and then we are going to adjust kind of how it looks here. So I'm just going to kind of make it a little thinner, bring it over. It looks something like that. Now what we're going to do, that's page 66. We're now going to, on page 67, adjust the way it looks. So we're going to click the corrections, and we're going to sharpen the image based on these requirements. So we are going to look for the one that says notice how the image is changing. We're playing with the brightness, the hue, the contrast, all that kind of stuff. Now I'm looking for brightness minus 20%, contrast plus 40%. So we got brightness minus 20, contrast plus 40. So there we go. I found it. Click it. I've adjusted the photo. I am looking for that to be added to the picture. So that adjustment in terms of the image on page 67. Next, we're going to be doing a little bit more of the format tool. So we still have the picture selected. We're going to click this down button, and we're going to click the bevel rectangle option. So we're going to look for the bevel rectangle. It kind of looks like this. Nope. Bevel rectangle. They're all kind of in a different, there we go, bevel rectangle. Different location based on the book, sometimes on our individual office programs. Then we're going to do the picture border. So we do picture border, white, and so we have to click white, and then we're going to do the weight is 3, if I'm not mistaken. 6, way off. Okay, there we go. Again, the picture border is worth marked, so make sure you do this step. Now we're doing desired picture border of black, not white actually. So let's change the picture border to black. So now we're done page 69. And then we're going to add the picture effects, the glow. So picture effects are right here, glow. And we're looking for the one that says glow effect selected for live preview, brown 18-point glow accent color 3. So it should be this one. Brown 18-point glow accent color 3. That's what we want to see. And then we're going to do picture effects again. And we're going to click bevel. And we're going to click right angled. You're going to see how the image changes slightly. Kind of hard to see, but I am looking for that to be done. So that is how our picture should look. We're now done editing the picture on slide 2. So we're done up to page 71. Textbook wants us to save here. I recommend you save at the same time. So again, we've saved already once. You just have to click this icon up here, let the computer do its thing. Your work is saved. Page 72. On the You Will Learn page, that is still spelt incorrectly. So I'm actually going to make it look exactly the same. We are now basically going to do a little bit of a drawing here. So we're going to click Insert, Shapes, and I think we're doing oval. We're going to go down and find the oval. So where is the oval? The oval is right there under Basic Shapes. So click in the oval, and we're trying to make a circle that looks something like this, I guess. And we're lining it up with the Learn. I'm not going to sit there and measure your drawn shapes to make sure they're exactly the same. As long as it looks close or similar. I'm particularly looking at the color points here. that will be okay. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to do the arrow and then the pentagon. So let's again insert, shape, should be a curved arrow somewhere here. Curved arrow. Where is the curved arrow? Ah, here's the curved arrow. We're going to have a curved arrow, kind of something like that, if you will. And then we're going to do insert, shape, and we're going to look for the pentagon. Again, that's going to be a basic shape. Looking for this one here, the pentagon. And we're going to put the pentagon kind of below it here. We're going to move this over a bit. Maybe move this up a bit, move this over a bit. You know, roughly, this is what it should look like. We're done page 75. Now we're going to look at changing the colors here. So this is going to become shape fill under quick styles. So we're going to do ABC black with a white outline. And then we're going to do same thing with the arrow here, down, right there. And then this pentagon becomes first style and fourth themes row style. Just got to adjust the shape fill here. Make it a little whiter on the arrow. That pentagon looks okay. That brings us to the end of page 77. Now, we double click and we should be able to edit text. There we go. I right clicked and I clicked edit text, and then we have ball handling skills. And then we have, again, right click, edit text. What's it called? Offensive moves. What we're looking at here is taking the wording, and we're going to change it to Century School Book. So it's alphabetical here. So we're looking at Century School Book and size 24. And we're going to change the font to orange. That brings us to the end of page 79. Now, if you do the Format Painter, this one here, it takes all of the saved things you've saved, and we can then click here. One second here. Oh, one second. What we have to do is we highlight the text, click the paintbrush, and then left click over what we want to change to the other section. It'll do the font size and what you need together. That's the end of page 81. Now we're going to Control C, Control V over that first one we did, and we're going to change offensive moves to defensive moves that we're going to kind of copy off this arrow here. We're going to put them all over the place where we need them to be. Then you see this turn arrow here? You left click and you can spin it to what you need it to do. So you can make the arrows appropriate in terms of where they're supposed to be located on the screen. Again, you're ballparking this. I'm not checking to make sure that everything is exact. Now you need to make sure that you bring this to front so that it's in front of everything. So roughly, I mean, that's what I want you to create. Again, mine looks slightly different from the book. I'm not measuring it exactly. I just want you to make it yourself. This is another great breaking point as per the textbook. Let's save it again. Let the computer do its thing. Okay. Top of page 84. We're now doing a gradient fill design. So on slide 2 only, we are going to do a design change. So we click the design tab and we click format background once it loads right here. And we're going to select picture or texture fill. Perfect. And we're going to click the texture button. And we are going to click the brown marble. And we are going to click apply to all. Now that actually changed all of them. Okay, so we don't actually want to do that. I just did that to show you. We're going to go back. So just this slide should change. Okay, and now we're going to do a gradient fill option. And we are going to set it to 15% transparency. Just going to type it in. Okay. And we're going to set it to the preset gradients. And we're going to pick the orange that is called Desired Bottom Spotlight Accent 3 Gradient Fills. I think it's this one. There we go. And there we go. That's the slide, the screen we need. Now, I just realized a quick little error on my part. I'm going to go back one more. Come on. Shoot. Forward. 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 There we go. I need to do the gradient fill on this one. I picked the wrong slide. My fault. Bottom spotlight accent 3. There we go. That's what I need to see. And for the final slide, slide 4, we're actually going to put a background picture in. So we are going to add this picture slightly different. And I'm going to kind of move this down a bit. We're going to do the kid playing. We're going to put it on the desktop. Okay. We are going to bring this full screen again, format background from a file. And we are going to go to that picture that's on the desktop, kid playing, insert. And now we're going to be able to adjust the transparency. So we want to adjust the transparency to 30%. And that is what we are looking for that one. That takes me to the end of page 88. I'm now on page 89. And now we're going to do some word art. So we're going to insert some word art. And we're going to select that big A. And we're just going to type the text that we need right here. And that is register today with an exclamation mark. Page 90. We are still clicking this. We are doing the text effects. We're doing the transform. and we are going to select chevron up. Excuse me. So we are doing this one right here. Notice your text changed a bit. Now we're going to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to kind of move it here again. Now again, I'm not going to check to make sure it's exactly the same. As long as it looks the same size-wise, you know, effects-wise, that's what I'm looking for. Page 91 is complete. Now, we've still got this selected. We are going to do text fill, and we're going to pick the gradient option, sorry, the texture option, and we are going to be selecting the wood fill. See how I only did the one, and that's because I didn't select the whole word. So I got to go back and kind of select it all. And I got to do text fill, texture, wood, there we go. And then we're going to still select everything. And we have to do text outline. And we're going to go black. And then we're going to text outline. The weight is 6. There we go. Now my word is noticeably bigger, so I'm just going to, like, you know, make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Registered today. Registered today. Perfect. Looks good. We are now at page 95. It's asking us to go to this image and right-click the word acquaintances, synonyms. We're looking for the word friends. So it changes the way the word looks. That brings us to the end of page 95. Now we're going to add some instructor notes. So to add some instructor notes, we click actually outside of this pane, instructor notes, insert, and we should be able to see the notes category down here. Click to add notes, and this is where we're adding our presentation notes, folks. So we type this now. I'm typing from page 96 into the note section of this slide. You'll notice that we spelled skills wrong. Textbook's asking us to do that. I'm just going to fix it so that I don't forget about it later. Slide 2, I've already added the notes section to pop up, so we now type this. Campers will gain confidence while learning sportsmanship and strategies. And finally, space is limited. Every camper on page 97, we're asked to open up the Home tab, and we're looking for the find and the replace. So we need to find the word, well, where did we type the word morning? And we need to replace it with the word afternoon. And you're going to find next. And then you click replace. Find next. Replace. Perfect, we're done. So we've now replaced it all afternoons, or all mornings with afternoons. That brings us to the end of page 97. Check the spelling. We've already done that throughout, but to do that, you would click home, and right here, spelling errors were found. Oh, learn still. Oh, geez, we gotta fix that. Okay, we're good to go. The bottom here on the corner, if you can see where my mouse is kind of moving, if there's a little check mark on the book, it means there's no spelling errors. We need to, if you're looking to insert slide numbers, well, you can do that. You can do the insert slide numbers. Insert slide number and follow the instructions there. We're not going to do that because the book is not telling us not to do that. We do, however, have to add transitions between slides. So we're going to click transitions, and we're going to click wipe, which is usually right on the main screen there, wipe. And we're going to set the time to 2 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. From 1 second to 2 seconds. And we're going to apply to all the slides. So now there's a transition between each slide of the wipe effect for 2 seconds long. And now, folks, this is what it will look like. You're going to see the notes commentating section on the screen, and you're going to see how the transition looks. See how the transition kind of pops in? Takes about 2 seconds to complete. Notice here, the notes popped up. So this is kind of like the presentation screen. So let's say you're doing this presentation. Well, you can see these notes. You know what to talk about on this screen. Your listeners to the presentation can't see this section. Hit the button again. Notes changed. Hit the button again. Notes changed. Perfect. Hit the button again. Slideshow's over. That means this walkthrough's over. If you need any help, give me a call, extension 3703.